Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me an email yesterday and they want to draw out flanges. And I never had heard of the PCD that stands for pitch circle diameter. And then there's chord length. He sent me a couple of videos. So your outside diameter of your flange is 420 millimeters. So I've changed mine to millimeters. The inside, the ID is 318. The pitch is 390, and he's got 6 holes that he told me in the email are purple, stands for 14 millimeters. But in the videos he sent me, people are using a protractor or a compass to figure out the distance between the holes to mark them on metal. Well, you don't have to do that in Corel. If you look, I've got this thing set up where if we turn it, so anyway, let me go back. Right here, the holes are 195 millimeters apart. I've got this imaginary compass set on 195 millimeters. I've got the rotation on this pin right here. So if we rotate it, it's going to end up right where the other hole needs to be. So that's how you would mark the metal if you were doing it for real in a shop, and it's dead on. I mean, it's dead on. But you don't have to do that in Corel Draw. You don't have, if you're going to mark it out, you don't have to do that. Let me set my nudge factor. Let's set it on 500 millimeters. I don't really know what that is. Let me just nudge that out of the way. So he says his outside diameter is 420. First of all, I'm going to get rid of my indexing line. I got rid of my rulers. You know what? I don't want to get rid of them. I want to get rid of this one. He's working on a weird sheet of paper. Let's hit P and put it in the center of the page. So it's all this. So the red outside is 420 millimeters. I've changed mine to millimeters. So I'm going to go 420, and I'm going to hit P. The inside is 318, so I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. And it's 318, and for the one I'm doing the video for, I changed your nudge factor to 0, 0. And then the PCD is 390. So I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate of that. Let me make sure I didn't. Control D and make it 390. Now, he mentioned a 14 millimeter hole. So I'm going to take an ellipse. It's not very big. And just barely make an ellipse. And see, that's 22, so we're going to make it 14. I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. He also said he needed 6 holes spaced out evenly. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this ellipse and I'm going to start moving it and then hold down the control button till it snaps right to our pitch diameter. That's all you have to do in Corel. Now what we're going to do is take it. I'm not going to make a duplicate. I'm going to double click it. I'm going to move my rotation to the center. I'm actually going to, I hit it off. I got my control, my alternate C to do that. But now that I've got my rotation, I'm going to go up to Windows, Dockers, and Transform. There are 6 holes. Divided by 360 is 60 degrees. Whenever Corel says copy, that's meaning they're going to use the one you've already got. So you need 6, so you only need 5 copies. And there's your holes equally spaced apart. And if we test them with, let me get rid of the indexing line because sometimes that'll interfere. Let's get our parallel dimension tool and go from this quadrant to the center. 195 millimeters. Every one of them will be perfect. And what I was doing, I mean, if I would cut this out of my plasma cutter, but if I was going to cut it out by hand somehow, I would print this out in Corel and then mark it on the paper. So we're 195 millimeters apart. That is the chord length. So I've learned a new technology, new terminology today by doing this. But this would work on any of these. You know, if you just want 3 holes or 6 holes, you know, if you want 3, you just divide it by 120 degrees. Anyway, I hope that was the answer you look for, and thank you for watching.